Today, we are going to talk about a really amazing fighter, Charles "Do Bronx" Oliveira from Sao Paulo, Brazil. He is someone who came into the UFC when he was quite young and faced a lot of challenges because of that. You see, in the UFC, most fighters are already very experienced and considered the best they can be. But Charles, he showed everyone that age does not matter if you have got talent and heart. He has got this incredible way of mixing striking and wrestling that's just mind-blowing. And let me tell you, when it comes to submissions, he is the king. Charles Oliveira holds the record for the most submissions in UFC history. That's pretty impressive, right? So, let's dive into his amazing journey and the records he set along the way. Best submissions in Oliveira's career.
Oh, it's all over! Wow! It is all over! The hype is for real.
Let me take you through some of his incredible victories. Names like Darren Elkins, Eric Wisely, and Nick Lentz. They have all faced Oliveira, and all fell to his incredible submission skills. But what really makes him stand out are his victories against the likes of Dustin Poirier and Justin Gaethje. These were not just any fighters, they were former champions themselves, and Oliveira proved his mettle by defeating them. Now, let's talk about his journey to the top. He did not just win the lightweight title, he defended it with heart and perseverance. His fights against Poirier and Gaethje were nothing short of spectacular. It was like watching a maestro conduct an orchestra. The whole world held its breath as Oliveira showcased his artistry in the octagon. But it's not just about the wins, it's about the fights themselves. Charles Oliveira has been a part of some of the most memorable bouts in UFC history. One that stands out is his clash with Kevin Lee in UFC Brasilia. It was a battle of wills, a display of skill, and Oliveira emerged victorious, etching his name in the annals of UFC history. Oliveira's standout fights in UFC Brasilia, Oliveira versus Lee.
Submission attacks and ended in the guard, landing heavy shots.
Down, but then Charles chose to do so.
This is the kind of fight
In a big exciting fight at UFC Brasilia on March 14, 2020, Charles Oliveira from Brazil stepped into the octagon against Kevin Lee, a tough contender. This fight was crucial for Oliveira to prove himself in the lightweight division. Oliveira, being the smart fighter he is, patiently watched Lee, waiting for the perfect moment. Lee's size and strength posed a threat, but Oliveira remained calm and focused. Then, it happened. Lee made a mistake, and Oliveira pounced on the opportunity. With lightning speed, Oliveira locked in a guillotine choke, a move he had perfected through countless hours of training. It was a picture-perfect execution. The crowd held its breath as Lee struggled to escape, but Oliveira's technique was flawless. With determination and skill, Oliveira squeezed tighter, forcing Lee to tap out. The arena erupted in cheers as the referee stepped in to declare Oliveira the winner.
Extends the record. The biggest win of his career comes tonight.
Wow.
This fight was a turning point in Oliveira's career, showcasing his readiness to challenge the best in the division. UFC 256, Oliveira versus Ferguson. In the UFC 256 match on December 12, 2020, Charles Oliveira, the brave fighter from Brazil, faced Tony Ferguson in a lightweight bout. It was a fight that showed Oliveira's true strength and skill. From the very beginning, Oliveira was in charge.
Oh, and look, he's gonna get it back.
In his cap, that would be.
I mean, this dude went careful.
He moved swiftly and landed powerful punches on Ferguson. It was like watching a superhero in action. Oliveira's punches were accurate, like a bullseye hitting its mark. Not only was Oliveira good with punches, but he also knew how to defend himself. He dodged Ferguson's attacks with ease, like a ninja avoiding obstacles. It was like he had a shield that protected him from harm. As the rounds went on, Oliveira's stamina was impressive. He did not get tired easily. It was like he had a never-ending well of energy. He kept pushing forward, showing his determination to win. When the fight ended, the judges all agreed Oliveira was the clear winner. He won by unanimous decision, which means all of them thought he did the best job. This marked a turning point in Charles Oliveira's career, showing he can compete among the best. UFC 262, Oliveira versus Michael Chandler. In the big fight at UFC 262, Charles Oliveira faced off against Michael Chandler. It was a fight that made history. In the first round, Oliveira faced some tough moments, but he did not give up. He showed incredible courage and skill. Then, in the second round, something amazing happened. Oliveira launched a powerful attack. His punches were fast and accurate. The crowd was on the edge of their seats.
Perfect. and Big Dan Murgliata seen enough.
That's where the issue is, right? It's when you
Suddenly, Oliveira landed a perfect punch that sent Chandler to the mat. It was a knockout. The moment was electric. Oliveira could not contain his joy. He leaped into the crowd, celebrating like never before.
Look at him dancing. Oh my God, how happy is he? We haven't seen this since Jose Aldo beat Chad Mendes.
It was a dream come true for him. Imagine working hard for over 10 years, facing challenges, and then finally becoming the champion. It was a feeling he will never forget. UFC 269, Oliveira versus Dustin Poirier. In a big battle at UFC 269, Charles Oliveira, a tough fighter from Brazil, faced off against Dustin Poirier. It was a match that showed everyone what it means to be a true champion. Oliveira knew that defending his title was the real test of his skills. He did not just want to win, he wanted to prove he deserved to wear the champion's belt. The fight was tough, with both fighters giving their all. But Oliveira showed something special. He patiently waited, letting Poirier come at him with all he had. Then, when the moment was just right, Oliveira seized the opportunity. He locked in a powerful rear naked chokehold. It was a move that needed perfect timing and skill.
he said he did not want to give his back, and right now, Bronx is jumping on his back. He has got to change his position right now.
The crowd watched in awe as Oliveira's determination paid off. Poirier had to tap out, signaling his surrender. Oliveira's victory was a testament to his hard work and dedication. He returned to Brazil not just as a champion, but as the undisputed king of the lightweight division.
Eles podem bater. Eles batem dois, duro e índio. Eu ando pra frente.
UFC 274, Oliveira versus Justin Gaethje. In the memorable UFC 274 event, Charles Oliveira, the Brazilian fighter, showcased extraordinary resilience and skill in a historic match against Justin Gaethje. Despite missing weight by a mere half-pound, Oliveira's determination was unwavering.
Oh my goodness, this is a war. Justin tagged him.
He knew he couldn't claim the lightweight championship, yet he fought with unmatched vigor. Entering the octagon, Oliveira faced a formidable opponent in Gaethje. The match unfolded with breathtaking intensity, resembling a battle through fire. Oliveira's technique and heart shone as he countered Gaethje's powerful strikes and grappled for control. In a climactic moment, Oliveira executed a flawless submission, sealing his victory. As the crowd roared in Phoenix, Arizona, Oliveira seized the microphone. With pride and elation, he proclaimed, "The champion has a name, and his name is Charles Oliveira."
That is gonna do it! This dude right here, man! Stop Charles Oliveira! 11 in a row, and still the best lightweight on planet Earth!
Tremendous.
This declaration echoed through the arena, etching a place in UFC history. The bond between the title of champion and the name Oliveira became indelible. Oliveira's incredible fighting style. Charles Oliveira, the UFC champion, is known for his incredible fighting style. One big reason for his success is his amazing skill in submissions. This means he is good at choking fighters out or forcing them to tap. But here's the cool thing, he is not just good at submissions. He has also improved a lot in striking and found a way to blend his striking into submission style of fights, making him a well-rounded fighter. Charles Oliveira resonates with people is how his journey closely relates to a hero's journey, from being counted out and known as a quitter, when things get tough to him growing and evolving to the hero and the people champ. He showed his growth with his 11 fights, win streak, and lightweight championship belt. Charles Oliveira has been in 32 big UFC fights. That's a lot, right? And in those fights, he's experienced low lows and high highs. Charles Oliveira's next fight is against Islam Makhachev, the man that beat Charles for his belt. Now Oliveira is on the quest to right that wrong and get his belt back. As we anticipate the return of the people's champ,